Hi, everybody. Let's have a show today. Show you the crazy shows. Yeah, we'll watch some crazy Amish guy. Oh, no.
And to come under the knowledge of the stupid song. All right, gonna do a sermon today on the sin.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm wonderful, buddy. How you doing?
Good. This is the crazy Amish guy. He's crazy.
Yep. You got. I automatically know who it is when you say the Amish dude. I can't even tell you. I know it's what Brian.
Dingature.
What's his last name? Because I can't remember his last name.
Dingature.
Okay. I just go. I just know him by the Amish guy because of you.
I
I
called
love
that
these.
'cause he looks Amish. He
Yeah.
said he was ex-Amish, I guess, but the
Well, that's
men.
what I thought you were joking about it with his name and stuff. And that one you're talking about, I was there when you were playing it. He said something about being accused of being Amish or something like that. And I just thought that was kind of, funny or quinky dinky that you call him that already. And then he's, relating a story about it. So, yeah.
How are you today?
Good. I was so good today that I stayed off of mod stream. So, and not to, be a butthole. And I was trying to be nice, but
Are you there?
now it's all over. Then I saw that you're going to do a stream. So I figured I'd pop on here with you for a while. Cause I know Deviant may show up usually. If not, no biggie, but just
Yeah.
know how it is to be up there by yourself and try to find stuff to talk about.
Uh,
Oh,
oh,
I forgot to like button. There we go.
yeah. Dan. He said he liked to do a show. Like to do that show with Burr Pike and them.
Yeah. Hmm. Hey, Phantom, how you doing, Bubba? Yeah, I think that's what he was saying. If I remember, I can't because it's just one of those things that he said it went by, and I didn't quite remember what it was saying, but he might have said, you know, um, he's a Mennonite or something, and is mistaken for an Amish, but they're relatively closely related in their beliefs. I think, if I remember right, it's been a long time, and I haven't really got into the Mennonites. But the Amish, especially since they're around here, are just one of those things that here we got all these Amish, and I don't know a thing about them, and I'm not an expert by any means. But
I thought you were.
nope, I only play an expert on TV and on YouTube.
Oh,
Just don't tell anybody. Between
oh,
you and me, gangster.
okay. Yeah,
So how are you doing, little buddy?
I'm okay.
You're supposed to be great.
Okay.
You're
Oh,
alive. You're breathing. You got to see your angel lady.
yeah,
You're doing a stream.
yeah. Guys, have you ever what would you do if you met Ken in person?
Honestly, I mean, without the jokes or some smart butt comment, I would probably just sit down and if you would, not even in a debate, but just have like a heart to heart one on one, ask him honest, serious questions, like how he got some of his beliefs and things like that, and hopefully be a cordial get to know you. Other than 'cause I know his belief system now, I know the pseudoscience that he pushes and stuff like that, and there's enough people hating on him. Not that I'm giving him a free pass by any means, but yeah, definitely Upchuck. Gigi does rule.
Oh, thank you.
You are definitely
Uh, I talked to Steven. He said that he would debate him after Tim debates him, but Tim said he would debate him in 2 months. 2
right.
years.
And to me, that's a cop out. I don't care what subject it is. It doesn't take 2 months to prepare for it when you already consider yourself, basically a Bible scholar. In my opinion, and that's not really a knock so much on Tim, but just the way he comes across. That you know, in his mind, he knows what everything is supposed to be, and everything that it's not in its place is because of the Catholic Church, which you can't blame anything. I don't know. That just gets me laughing because I mean, when you go way back to the beginning, the
Yep, 2
Catholic Church
years.
is nothing more than what was considered the universal church. I believe that's what Chuck said. He might verify that. It's been a while since I've actually thought about that, but I'm pretty sure universal is what Catholic means. So it
Yeah,
was like the Roman Catholic Church. It's really the I don't even know what I just said.
universal.
Universal. There you go. Thank you. So it's maybe it's the Roman Universal Church, but basically it goes back to the last two letters. The
Oh,
Universal Church is what it was, and I think this is kind of what Charles brings up a good point. Because church history does have a lot to do, with what goes on and stuff like that. Hey, Stony, um, in my opinion, just that, my opinion, and it's probably wrong, just like the rest of my opinions.
oh. Do you think is Mark a Jesuit priest?
He better be because I got matching outfit, so I can match him. You see, I changed my name for you, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Your teddy bears.
The Angry Teddy Bear, just for you.
Oh, thank
The
you.
only place I'll use it is on your stream, unless somebody else uses your account or something. But that shouldn't happen.
They said
Um,
they wanted to
They
talk
said
about.
they weren't going to talk about preterism or Calvinism anymore. I don't know. I just
What do you think?
are you talking about the PGs? I'm guessing aren't going to talk about it anymore.
Yeah,
But to me, I find it fascinating because I don't know that much about preterism except what I've heard being said. But that's not a complete story. And with a few other projects that I got on the shelf, I just haven't had time to look into that. Even Calvinism to refresh my memory on it. Um,
Calvinism. You ever heard of Alvinism?
Calvinism or
No,
Alvinism?
Alvinism.
Well, everybody knows about Theodorism and Simonism
Oh,
and Chipbinisms. Tim and Achilles. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. No. Well, Tim may still use the Roman Catholic Church, I guess. It gives Chuck something to do. But
yeah.
here
Catholic.
we go. Catholic, including a wide variety of things, all embracing her tastes are pretty much Catholic. Universal. Makes sense. And that's out of my bestie's dictionary. You write your own dictionary.
Oh,
Church, yeah.
oh. Their church history for 2 years.
And the only reason I say something about church history now, 5 or 10 years ago, I would have not as bad as Tim would have been, but I wouldn't have put as much value on it. Talking to a rabbi, finding out, that there are things you just can't get away from as far as church traditions, or not even that, just the way things were relayed for a while before they were actually put in print.
Oh,
Not that I totally agree with it, but it makes more sense, when you have a rabbi try to explain how, this belief or this or that or the other is based on history because there are, oral history anyway,
oh,
or traditions. I hate to use history because people flip out on that one. Um, so it's got its place in my opinion, but it's not the, end all beat all either.
oh. Guys, have you ever heard of this Terrifier, Art the Clown guy?
I just, I just got an invite, or maybe it might be on, wait, DC. Give me 1 second because the Bridge to the Divide. I think they just had that movie, but it was like Terrifier
Three.
3,
Yeah,
and it had a clown, and it's like, why do I know that movie? I don't know if I've even seen one or two, if there was even a one or two.
yeah, there is.
Sometimes they release them in wait, horror. Maybe that's it, horror chat.
Uh, he also came. He's a spinoff from old Halloween movie. Like here's some movies with him in it where he spin off to have his own called Terrifier.
Oh. Okay, yeah, 'cause it's just weird that you said that, and then all of a sudden, oh, that's for the. I don't want to go in there. Disconnect. Okay, trailers. The theater. Let me see. Oh, well, I'm not even worried about it. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just kind of weird that you said that because I was just wondering that yesterday or the day before when they put it in there to promote it. Um, have you ever seen it? Or are you just asking about it yourself too?
Oh, I seen part one and part two.
Was it any good?
Yeah, I thought they were mess up crazy.
Right, and that's what I like in my horror movie. Just, I mean, but I also like a twist or a plot, kind of like
Yeah,
to me still one of the best movies ever. That not the I didn't see that coming moment was like The Sixth Sense.
yeah.
And I love movies like that. You think you figured it out, and at the very end, they totally do a 180 on you, and you're not even in the ballpark anymore. But any
Oh,
movie, like Sixth Sense, I enjoy that. Okay, let me see. It's a way for them to not follow the Bible, where Jesus said, "Let your yes be yes and your no be no." Yeah, person.
that's what Mark says.
We're going to Tim and them Catholic wide. Romans 16:20, and the God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. The grace of the Lord Jesus Christ be with you. Amen. Preterist says that happened in the first century. That part I do know. I mean, not the verse, but you saying that and because that's what correlates. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me, Mark. But it kind of correlates with the temple being rebuilt or destroyed, or whatever happened that time.
Well, I think I know what Tim was talking about. I think it was the other night he was talking about something, what he meant about spiritual.
Generation.
Yeah, like Jesus was talking about the time of happened in the Old Testament with Abel and the other guys. He said a certain any generation that it's like that.
Yeah, but the spirit, I just don't like those two words together. And maybe it's just my atheist mind. But, of course, when I think of spiritual, I think of, a ghost, so it's like the ghost. And I'm not mocking, but literally, this is, how it's going through my mind when he was saying that. It's ghost families or babies, sort of thing. I just don't like that term. To me, it just sounds like a made up. And I mean, if anybody disagrees with me, by all means, let me have it so I can learn. But it doesn't make sense to have those. To me, it's almost like a contradiction, if that makes sense. In my mind, it does, but
Yeah,
I just took a painkiller. That's why I'm kind of like loopy right now. Sorry.
that's all right. We all forgive you, my son. You're nice young
It
man.
dissipates within 15 minutes or so after taking it. So that's just that first ooh. As long as I've been taking them, you'd think I wouldn't feel nothing, but thank goodness I do because I don't want to go to Percocets. Good to see you too, CC.
You ever seen?
It says that God is sovereign over all things, especially salvation. Well, see, to me, that would be okay. I'm not trying to say other people are stupid, but to me, that's obvious. God would have to have sovereignty over everything, especially, well, that's what you said, especially salvation. Who else would be in control of that? Satan? If I thought Satan was real, I can't believe I'm having a theological discussion and I don't even believe in this stuff, but oh well.
Well, the
The
words.
word shortly implies an imminent event, and under your feet is addressed to the first century recipients of Paul's letters.
Huh?
Schnoish. Schnoish.
But I think Achilles, he tried to say that it meant something else in Greek.
Well, if the great Achilles says it, it has to be true.
Yeah, he is the great Achilles. Ooh, uh, yeah, that guy, Brian Dinglinger,
Yeah,
the Amish guy, he did a newer video about S- Steve Anderson's family. He always been like a nemesis, like never liked uh, Steve Anderson and them.
right.
He called his entire family trash.
Yeah, that to me, that's going. I mean, I don't agree with what Steve says or does. I mean, especially if I was a theist, I'd get so far away from him and disassociate. You know, But to drag somebody's, and once again, you don't drag somebody's family into something. You go at the person. Don't turn it into an ad hominem unless you don't have anything to come at them with, and that's almost kind of like what it seems like.
Yeah. He brung up these videos the kids made, but made him not like them.
Yeah.
Like Solomon, him cussing. I guess he didn't like that.
Well, that's called life. You can't have everything your way. I mean, I try, not that I succeed very much, but coming into especially yours, because I know you don't like those words used. I try not to say certain things, um, and even in Maud's room, just out of respect. But
See, you're a lovable teddy bear.
yeah, I'm a softie. Just don't tell anybody.
Okay.
But it's just like even like with Christian Carpenter or Christian Pike. Even for a while, I was typing it the way when I'm talking about Exians, instead of uh, Christians, just shorter, easier to say, and some people take offense to it, so that's why I do it. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't do that now as much. I still say Jeebus, stuff like that, but as far as like when I, instead of typing Exian Pike, I actually now say Christian Pike, or if I was going to say the same thing with Christian Carpenter, but he's my CC.
Ah.
CC and 7. No, I don't even like Canadian Club. I, I never did.
Oh.
Just say no to alcohol, gangster.
I never
Wise
drink my.
men say only fools rush in. Wise men say only fools. Is that Russian to love?
Oh,
Rush to love? Now you're going to make me look. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not looking at it.
oh. Would you
I know
like to
what
see?
I'm
I would love to see a debate between Tim versus Chuck, or Chuck versus Steven.
as long as it could be respectful. And I mean, they both could be, but like with Tim, I can see, and maybe he doesn't mean to do it intentionally, but how he could get under somebody's skin with some of the things he says. He may not be saying them as an insult, but they're definitely taken, as an insult. But if you're going to, scream every time somebody says something heretical teaching without actually pointing it out step by step, then, you know, it's pointless to have a discussion like that. Now, to have a discussion with, I'm trying to think of somebody I just heard recently. I can't even think of anybody right now. Darn, my brain's mushy today.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It's I got like I think YouTubeitis.
Oh
It
no.
causes brain damage and
Mhm.
old age to set in quicker. I mean, look at Mark. He's really only 22, but he's about to have his 65th birthday.
Wow.
He didn't age very well, did you,
Oh,
Stoney?
oh no.
Well, I can't even
But
pick a fight today very well, can I?
oh, sorry.
I
What
know.
about this guy? Would you like to fight him?
Okay,
Gangster
which guy? I
Steve.
don't see nobody yet. Oh wait, I'm not even looking at the right. Sorry, I'm looking at YouTube for a second because I was going to type something, but
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
with you now. Yes,
That's
PG.
Gangster Steve.
I don't know how somebody would sit through that many tattoos in some of the areas that they're in. Whew. I mean, I've got 3 tats, and I'm planning to get at least 1 or 2 more, maybe. I know you just turned 38, but you still look like you're 65. Anyway, oh, he's worse than a woman. Oh no, you didn't just say I'm 65 years old. Him and Steven are easing pickings. Yeah. But if everybody could, yeah, thank you for reminding me what we're even talking about. I had to laugh when I heard seen Mark's thing, but it doesn't do any good for anybody.
Yeah.
Not that debates really do much good for many people. You may learn a few things here and there, but to rock somebody's world where they totally change their whole outlook on whatever it is, politics, religion, sports teams, blah 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 blah. And for people that aren't into the debate, it's a form of entertainment, or it can be. You can either have the dumpster fire, which I hate dumpster fire debates, or you can have a nice, pleasant. I don't agree with you, but I understand what you're saying. Be respectful. Then yeah, I'd love to see Tim and Charles, and even Stephen and Charles, because I've never really seen Stephen, talk about the Bible so much, or not the Bible, because it seems like when he comes in here, at times it seems like he's already automatically on the defensive. You know, well, rightly so in a lot of cases. Of course, he comes in, he gets jumped on, or some idiot like me asks him for a lap dance. But I mean, to actually see, I mean, I'd like to see. I've heard a lot of good things about Chuck and his discussion slash debates. So yeah, I'd like to see Upchuck in action, but at least have a productive, decent conversation. Because like for me, they're not going to convince me anything different, than I believe. As long as I've been doing this sort of thing,
What do you say to Andrew? This guy named Andrew. He says science is leading us back to belief.
science is bringing us back to belief. Is that the
Yeah,
quote?
yeah,
Uh, Belief in what? God? I mean,
yeah.
fine. If that's what it takes for somebody, that's fine. But science and belief are two separate
Well,
ideas.
uh, what they I heard people try to say science is a social contract, where, but that's different from science. Science is about what you find in the real world, and social
Right.
contracts are stuff you made up or not actually in the real world.
Or more like Fifi's, what you feel,
Yeah,
and how you interact with other people in that same, or the same social structure
yeah,
or setting, or however you want to word it.
yeah. I heard this before it was on. I have a debate. Disagree with him. However, I respect him because he's.
Exactly. And I mean, that's why I've, like with me, with my, XN, or, it's the G bus I can't get away from. That's just embedded in me. But that's not because I want to do it. It just comes naturally, not to say it when, you're in discussions with people that are halfway,
You get that
well,
from
at least
Simpson.
a quarter way sane with Upchuck and Mark, if you put them together.
Uh, uh, did you get that from The Simpsons?
The Simpsons.
Yeah,
No, I haven't seen The Simpsons for a long time.
that's what they said on The Simpsons a lot. Homer
Oh, did
always.
they?
Yeah, is that crazy?
Maybe that's subconsciously I recall that. I just don't remember it. Mark and I debated. Yeah. Was it on your channel, Chuck, or was
And
it just one of those spontaneous combusted debates? I'd actually go back and watch that probably.
well, I don't remember what. That probably might be in the comments they debated.
Well, that could be.
But
Although debates and comments suck. Trying to have to get your point across in writing instead of verbalizing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, uh, what if you debated Stephen Bowling?
Yeah, but really, I don't think there's anything that I could think of that I would want to debate Stephen Bolin. Nothing against him, but I don't know. I think he's. If I can't debate him over DAL. He's been pretty well exposed on that one, even by his own documentary, in my opinion. Then with all the great information you get from within this group. So yeah, I wouldn't debate him on DAL. I just I don't know. With me, even if I was still a debater, what would run the back of my mind was what how long before the so-called debate would go south, kind of like with Matt Slick and the way that he got treated over there. I mean, I'm not a Matt Slick fan, but he definitely wasn't treated with very much respect, in my opinion. And if I hadn't seen at least bits and pieces of that, I wouldn't even said that about Matt, because Matt can stir the shit. Because he can come across very condescending, and he is very condescending. But yeah, from what I heard and seen, it was nonsense to treat him that way, especially it was four on one or two at a time.
Yeah, the second time it was with him and Scott.
Scott. Who's Scott?
Uh,
Not clicking right now.
he was on there too. He he was buddies with Steven.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, yeah, the one that he had to boot, and they said he can't believe he booted his own buddy, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm with you. I'm familiar with him. That's why I have to ask it to get
yeah.
you
I
know.
seen a picture of him. He kind of looks Amish. Other times he looks like a rabbi.
So maybe he's an Amish rabbi or a rabbi who's Amish.
Yeah.
It was kind of a spontaneous debate. I presented my argument for the dating of Revelations, and Chuck said he would get back to me. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't hear many. You don't hear many debates over Revelation. Plus, it's just the book. I don't think that many people have a handle on, or can possibly get a handle on. But that's just my opinion. Um, I okay, Phantom. What would you debate Stephen Bolin if you could? If you got to pick the topic, Mark, do you remember who's? Yeah, that's what was my next question. I just seen Chuck even put it because I'd like to actually see that. Well, of course, you're gonna have to know which channel. You know how long ago it was. What else was kind of being said? It's not like it says, "Hey, here is Chucky and Marky
I
debating."
think it might have been on Father Charles' channel. I think I don't remember. Long time.
I'll be right back. I need to let the dogs in.
Who let the
In about two
dogs in?
minutes. Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah. Oh, I'll show the Amish look at me.
22 verses 1 and 2. Here's where it starts to get interesting. My absence from YouTube. All right. What we have here, right at the ministry headquarters, right here, we have
The angels smote the sodomites.
Well, there you have the reason for. Now, it doesn't take a whole lot of study for ask a question. You've been following the ministry. Okay, I'm going to do a very important. Recently, I was talking with a younger brother, and he brought up a point about Acts. Okay, there's been a lot of controversy. All right, you can turn your.
Amish looking guy. He's an Amish looking guy.
The sodomite agenda. They're promoting this pedophile priests and everything. The Pope has been coming out and saying that sodomites are fine and whatever else we need to accept used by the Vatican. All right, the sodomite agenda is serious. Okay, it's getting real. Will, like Steven Anderson, and like they did for, almost the last 2,000 years. Heretic is in control of the government of this country here in America, and they're in control of the governments of pretty much every country at this point. We are terrorists. You see, what the devil wants right now, important video here. All right, I'm going to show you the proof today that the Bible classifies atheists as, I say his stupid name. Now, it doesn't take a whole lot of study. There you have the reason for
The sodomites.
All right. My absence from YouTube. Here's where it starts to get interesting. All right.
And to come under the knowledge of the
Stupid song. Loyola.
Yeah, that was funny. The crazy Amish guy. The Amish looking guy. He's Amish, crazy Amish
All that, that not by atheists. He was killed by absolute total nonsense. That's why they're doing it. That's why they come up with stupid nonsense like open-minded, I'm just not going to join organized religion. And let me ask you a question there, atheists. Why? Nonsense. You down as people and slaughtered you. But that's the reality. I have a video on that. In terms of people that have true religion, the true relationship themselves. And what they'll do is they'll continually give you questions and questions and questions and questions. Why? Because they continue those questions in their own mind to stay away from having to realize, I'm going to have to answer before God someday. You're not going to have the guts to stand against it. You think to yourself you've been mind controlled and brainwashed into thinking that the future is atheism. The future is not atheism. The future is radical, organized religion. It's being set up. I guarantee you it's being set up, just like the Bible said was going to happen. And you can deny it and reject it and say, well, I reject God. You come up with all your little questions and all your little attacks and all the dumb little things that you do. But you're going to have to give up that fantasy eventually. So I do pray for the agnostics. Atheists are fools, whatever. Agnostics, I understand why you'd be an agnostic if you were raised in this organized religion thing, being forced to go to church and all that stuff. That stuff's false. It's totally false. Check out what I'm saying. Watch some of my other videos. Get a King James Bible. Look up these things for yourself. Consider it. Look at the complexity of nature and then tell me that that happened by random chance. No, it didn't. And you know it. You know it. Please consider these things. You know, they're truly Luciferians. Again, if you're a Christian out there, what you're going to find is that these atheists, they will, all right? And if my great ancestor came from nothing. No, I believe that Jesus Christ was right. The little ones believe in him. They don't believe in evolution. You say, well, the science, people didn't have science back then. Okay, this, what you call science, if you actually look at it, it's just ancient pagan philosophy. The pagans that were always trying to get rid of God. And by the way, you go back way before, and I did a video on this, way before Jesus Christ even showed up on the earth, there was warnings saying, the fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They're corrupt, they're abominable. So atheism was around before Christianity. Acts chapter 11, verse 26 is where Christianity shows up. The disciples were called Christians first in Antioch. There were no Christians in the Old Testament, but there were atheists, people that didn't believe in God. So don't tell me, oh, atheism is a creation of modern science. No, it's not. No, it's not. There was no Father. And they say, if you go back far enough, so you need to quit this little stupid lie that all children are born atheists. That's retarded nonsense. And I'm being kind.
I hate that word.
When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt.
We're sick of this crazy Amish guy.
Yeah, he's way off. And I know you've chopped it up a little bit, but still, I know what he, pretty much he believes that anyway. Even without you doing the little funny thing to it. But
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's crazy.
yeah, he's way out there. See, he is probably one that I mean, with all the precepts he has, automatically, precept, he doesn't back it up. Give me 45, Bible verses at least, or one even. It's more than what he's given, for some of this nonsense. Science is not a philosophy.
Yeah, he said it was pagans who try to get rid of God.
I don't know how science has anything to do with that. Science can't even establish if God exists or not. How can the same thing, get rid of him or destroy him? That's not what science is.
Yeah, he's just a crazy, funny guy. The Amish looking man. Brian Dingacher. He's a crazy Amish guy.
Is it the stream with me painting? Are you talking about the Mark and Chuck debate, Mod? I don't know if she's still here. That's on Mark's channel, but it was streamed on Chuck's. Okay.
Oh.
So that should just be on Mark's channel then? Oh, wait a second. No, wait. That's on Mark's channel, but it was streamed on Chuck's. Okay. It'd be easier to look for on Chuck's if it's on Chuck's because he doesn't have as many as Gangsters, like 45,000 videos. I wonder if Jesus wore a lumberjack or a lumberjack shirt. All the Amish are doing it, so Jesus had to. While he is reading his King James version to the disciples.
He's a King James. He's a King James. Brian Dingacher extremist. He burns non.
Yeah, I remember that one the Dan I where he was drilling holes in them.
Yeah.
That's ignorant. I mean, God, you must hate something that bad to go to that extreme. But I'm an atheist, and I've never burnt a Bible in my life
Yeah.
ever.
He's just a crazy guy, Brian
Right.
Dinger. He would thinks that people might not be saved if they don't read the King James Bible.
And seeing those are the ones that I mean, I don't mind somebody reads King James, but to turn it into an only and all other things are devil, no, that's nonsense.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy, Brian Dinger.
Yeah, I may have to go over his channel just to see what he says about if he mentions, like the earlier manuscripts that we got that are better than the TR. He's so hung up on the Catholic Church, though. I do remember him saying something about the Vulgate, which is, Latin. It's not even Koine Greek or Old Testament Hebrew.
Oh, I'll have to see. Brian
Yeah, I may have to
Dinger.
look for that just see if he because I'm just kind of curious. He's yeah, but he's definitely one of the extremist KJV only. And I figured that out the very first time you showed me him, where he has that Bible with the crown on it and it says AV 1611, which he
Yeah,
doesn't use. I guarantee that man does not use a 1611.
he had a channel that
Unreadable.
called King James Only Ministries, but this other one is Born Again Barbarian. I linked it to you in the private chat.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he's a
I'll check it out.
crazy guy.
Yeah. Whoop. I look
He's
at it, I forgot to click on it. I'm so dumb sometimes. Okay, I got it there. Born again barbarian. How to okay, we'll
here.
bookmark that for now. I'll check it out. Wait, darn it.
Oh,
I just
here's the other two
yeah.
channels he has. He got up here. King James Video Ministries.
Oh, look, this guy's got a bunch of too. I didn't realize he's got 1.7K videos on the born again barbarian.
He's a crazy guy. He thinks
He is.
everyone's
It doesn't say a whole lot though, really. I don't
he
remember. Go
thinks
to
everyone
channel.
he doesn't like are Roman Catholic, I guess, or Jesuits.
Man, who does that sound like?
Yeah, that's Temp.
Heretical teaching.
That's where he got it. Temp actually said he
Oh
used to
wait,
watch his videos.
yeah.
You know that?
Okay, we're gonna do that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just gonna look for Mark in my list of you. Screw that, he's in the room. I can just click on it. This Tony has 253 videos, and it says right there 251 of them are Kent Hovind videos. Oh, did we ever determine first if this is on Chuck's or on Mark's channel?
I'm not sure.
Oh, wait, there it is. That's on Mark's channel, but it was streamed on Chuck's. Okay, that's what I need to check. Start with Chuck first. Mr. Up and Chuckin'.
Oh,
Oh, wrong one. That's the wait. Oh, I see you're talking about the the KJVM.org.
yeah.
I have to go back and check that out. I gotta remember. Okay, I got him bookmarked. Oh, now we're looking for Chucky Chuck. Nuck up Chuck. There he is.
Yeah, and what was it? Oh, yeah, he has his Brian Dinglinger. He has his other two channels uh advertised too on his channel. Is that crazy?
Crazy. So we got one here that says missing mod slash the land of the deleted. And, oh, here's another. Okay, murder he wrote. Oh, this might be it. No, because there's Mark Stoney and I see Chuck.
Well, that was after Stephen accused Mark of on his documentary about trying to kill Ken.
Oh, so that definitely would have been the. I just have to go back and look at just thumb through these. Ah, crap.
It could be.
Because
I'm not sure.
yeah, because I see Mark. That's the one so far I've seen him on. Like, but you just got one from 3 months ago, or not you, but it was on. I'm guessing your channel because I see you, Father Chuck, and Mr. Pike. And this is why are there over 45,000 Christian denominations worldwide? Then the next one is I am predestined to live stream. And I see Aiden, Mark Stoney playing a video game, Gangster, and Father Chuck. Yeah, I'm going to have to just go back and look at each one of these. There's like four. Well, like the first one's an hour and a half. That next one's about 4 hours. Okay, so that's what I got. Father Chuck, you got you in my sights, mister.
I think they were in talks to debate, but I don't think they actually debated.
Okay.
Not 100% sure. I don't remember
Well,
much.
if I start on Chuck's and I can't find them marking Chuck debating, then I know at least they go to Mark's maybe.
Oh, I don't know. It's been a long time. I don't remember.
Yeah. Or does she?
Yeah.
Oh, Mod, you got that? Or do you know? Or you just think you might know? I'll let her do it because I should have just.
uh That Brian Dinglinger guy. Yeah, he's a funny guy. Yeah, he's extreme King James Moses. He burns. He also believed that I don't know. He did say people can be saved without, but other time he said they can't be saved without the King James.
See, I don't see how they can do that because there are verses that are considered spurious texts, meaning added that weren't in the manuscripts. Well, the TR is the manuscript used for the King James version only, but it's not our best manuscripts we've got, and we have older ones that show that we've. I'm like Mark 16 through what is it? Can't remember. It's like 10 through 20 something verse isn't in the oldest manuscripts that we've got, and that's the one where they talk about if you bet whatever it is. Basically, if you have faith, you should be able to handle snakes, drink poison, and not hurt you, and yada yada yada. I guess I could look for that. I got that on. Let's see,
I'm
Bible
sure.
Gateway.
But you seen our teens last night? It was adorable.
Oh, no, I rested for a while. I wasn't feeling good after I took my
Oh,
nighttime meds. Usually, I don't feel good after my daytime ones.
I hope
Last
you
night,
feel
my chemo pill kicked me in the butt bad. It's probably because I didn't eat. Oh wait, oh I got it. I didn't realize that. I got a copy of the authentic, authorized King James version. AK. I didn't even know that was on there. Okay, so we're gonna go to Mark 16. I just want to see this one verse to see. I know what it's. Here it goes. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. That's just the one verse out of the. Okay, I'm going to look at the King James version. It should be the same, I think. Oh, I guess hit go. Go, go. Oh, that is weird. They just got that.
Oh, Miss Mop with that hair.
Did she find it? Yeah, I'm not. I haven't been looking at. She said. I thought she said she'll grab it. But I wasn't sure if she knew where it was for a
Yeah, I think
100.
you found it.
Yay! Oh, there we go. Thank you. Saves me time. I should have known. Oh, the traits of God. That'd have been a good discussion. Oh, that's not that long either. Thank you. I'm gonna bookmark that. Watch that later tonight.
Oh.
Uh, 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 uh,
Mark doesn't think that's it, I guess.
oh, that's not it.
I don't
It's
know.
with Aiden and oh no, it's supposed to be with Upchuck and Mark. Oh, Chuck deletes them. I still want to watch this one. That sounds like a good discussion there.
Yeah. What
I
would
just
you?
the various traits of God. That is a nice topic, even from a.
And Steven had a debate, talk with this one lady last night. I forgot her name. He said something to do with ST demons. It was weird.
Did you say last night was the
Yeah.
teen one? Okay,
And after that was this. I thought it was going to be with Ryan, but then said it was this with this one lady.
yeah. So I probably wouldn't go on the teen one just for the fact that I wouldn't want to upset them or say something to shake their faith. Not that I would, but just to piss them off. That wouldn't be my intention with kids at all.
Oh.
And I'm guessing they are kids, being teens. That's why I say kids. I don't mean to offend anybody, but
One is 15. I think that or 17.
yeah. Phantom said it was Angela Kay.
Yeah.
That sound familiar?
Yeah. I think she been. I think.
Oh, I don't know then. It's probably gone. Oh, well. I'll judge it.
Yeah, I think so. There's one lady. I think they talked about sex trafficking with her.
Why was Aiden thinking about doing a career change?
Who?
That's
Aiden?
not even funny to joke about. Sorry, that's a bad joke. That's
Uh,
bad.
Aiden. A10s. But
Aiden.
oh, it was Angelique. Oh. Well, I want to ask them. What would you do if you became king of Earth?
I don't like responsibility like that. I just want my own little side of the world. Um, and kings can only do so much, and usually they're hated. So no,
Uh, will you make them bow to you?
nope. I don't want anybody to bow. Well, put it well. For most activities, I don't want anybody bowing in front of me. Put it that way. Yeah, I'm not worthy.
But but yeah, yeah. I think for our child shows, I think I got some of
Yeah,
them.
well, I'll always start with those. When I say he had 8 or 12 or whatever he had, I can skim through them pretty quickly to see if any of them have, and then I can see some older videos of some of you people's because did I take it
Well,
down?
I got a lot of them on my channel.
Let me see, do this again. Where's up? There's up chat.
On my channel, I think I got a lot of his shows on there. I even got the show the first time the Great Achilles
The
came on.
Great Achilles.
Yeah,
So because he's got. How long ago was this? Do you remember
but when Great
when Charles and uh, Mark debated? Because
that
all these are. So this one's streamed 3 months ago. He has one for 4 months ago, 2 months, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5 months, and a 3 and a 3. So if it was like 6 months or a year ago, then yeah, it's not a Chuck's.
that I have no idea.
Lame, yeah, I don't think it'd be on this one. Lame brain lupo is loco. Yo, you'll want to hit the stream. Let's do it. All these, you can tell these are some of Mod's titles, I think.
You can share it if you want.
Oh, this is just Chuck's channel. I was just looking through the 11 he had, just the titles.
I
I'll go
don't know
through them.
right
That's
here. When
scary. One
uh,
Lupin's enough. Now we got a double-headed Lupin
they look like you have two heads
and not
there.
a brain between them.
There's
Willie
Willie
Nelson.
Nelson.
She's
Here's
on the
Mark
road
Nelson.
again. Oh, wow. that almost looks like it could be Willie Nelson before and after he got old.
Here's one. You ever seen
That
Married
is
with
funny.
Children?
Married
You
with
ever,
Children?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know
Christine Applegate.
the next door neighbor, the first one, the
Yeah.
first. I seen this picture of him at Texas Roadhouse where he looked just like him.
Wow.
Kind of looks like him right there. What if he is him?
It could be. Maybe we all smoked the weed in heaven. We just don't know it.
Yeah, that guy.
Let's see, this is
Uh, Lucifer Love Weed guy. He's
yeah.
just so crazy.
Hey, okay.
He's crazy
Here it
guy.
is.
He's so funny, a crazy guy. But guys, uh, you ever seen that movie American History X?
Yeah.
What
I had
about
to think for a second.
yeah,
What about what?
American History X? Was it based on Aiden?
Could be.
Oh. What about American? Oh, let me in.
Werewolf in London. That's Mark. He's a wolf. Wait, where's my okay, wait. Okay, 18. What does it say about 18? Accompanying sign versus
Oh,
17.
sorry, Mr. Mod. I didn't know. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Sorry,
that's
Mr. Mod.
Oh no, you're all right. I just got here.
he just sent me a message. Tell Gigi to let me in. I've been here for 35 minutes and he hasn't even let me in. Ask him
No,
if
I
he's mad
just
at me.
just literally just got here.
I'm kidding,
Oh,
Hello.
Logan.
hi, Miss Outcast.
Hi.
Oh, now I am leaving. See what happened?
Same
I
time.
knew
I
it.
stopped watching the screen and Logan starts letting people in. What the heck? Anybody, not just nobody's.
I actually didn't mean to join quite yet, but
Oh, you
I'm
did.
shaky
You're
and
teasing us.
my hand double clicked.
I usually pay extra for that, so thank you. Save some money this
You're
week.
welcome.
Well, let me in. Just kidding. Love you, Steven. Oh,
Uh,
Steph.
Miss-
I thought Steven was. I'm backstage. See, I told you for 20 minutes she's been back there knocking.
oh,
No,
sorry
I
about
have
that.
not.
I
And
didn't.
Keep
Gigi
on
keeps sending me
knocking, but you
messages. How
can't
long do
come
we keep her out? I said forever. I mean, no, he said forever. And I said, no, Gigi, we can't do that.
No.
Just forever and a half, which is
Oh,
still forever, isn't it?
might
Yeah,
be.
sounds like it.
And you
Oh,
said you weren't good at math. You go, girl.
Thank you. Do I get a gold star?
Don't push it, girl. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while.
Whoa.
You
oh,
keep on knocking, but you
you
can't come
can't come
in.
in. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Oh,
Good
Maybe
song.
one of the
somebody open
easiest
the
songs to
door.
learn.
Somebody open the door to your heart. I don't have one.
I knew you would get it.
Er, er. Let my love open the door. I actually like that song.
Somebody is knocking at the
Addie,
door.
Addie, quit your claws. This cat's got to claw everything. She's 100 years old and she wants to still claw things.
Of course.
Oh, that pillow might just come in handy tonight with her.
What?
Say what?
No, well, that's sad though, because I mean, I can go hunting and shoot a deer, but I can't put a pillow over my cat's head. That makes no sense. I did have an idea, but mom doesn't
Well,
like it. I was
th-
going to
there
put a
there
target on
is
my
some
dog. Oh, just go ahead.
there is something about having a fair chance, you know. And also, I'm a bit scared to know what you were saying about your mom.
oh.
Uh oh. Uh oh. No, I was telling her that I was going to put a target on Jack's back, my dog, and let him run around the front yard, and I was going to be a moving target. She said, "Well, what happens if you miss the target?" I said, "Well, I'm not a very good shot then, huh?" She goes, "No, but what would you do if you shot and or you shot Jack? Go get a different dog, I guess. That one's broken." No, I didn't say that. Yeah, but she turns like my jokes into like stories. Well, that makes no sense. Well, what about mom? It's a joke. Don't use pillows, use gasoline. Oh my gosh. If I wanted to do it, I'm not going to do it to hurt the girl, just to put her out of my misery. Uh,
Right.
yeah, I'm sure I've got, some sort of weapon in my cabinet back here that would do the job a lot better than gas. With my luck, all my neighbors would be thinking I was having a barbecue with a chicken. No, that's Addie. She's on fire. She'll be well done here in a little bit, boys. Hold on.
Lucas said
Still
you can get
moving.
those guys from Haiti to take care of your cat. Oh, never mind.
Uh-oh, we're going to get the
Oh,
Trump haters going.
sorry about that. That's just joking.
Orange people.
Oh, that crazy Amish guy. Yeah, he's so funny. He's a crazy guy. Uh, yeah, I even seen those two kids commented on his channel, saying one guy, Isaac, said he wanted to talk to him off screen.
Yeah, but see, you can't go at somebody like that angry in that situation, in my opinion, because you're just going to make yourself look bad. Especially when you hold the the upper road sort of thing, the high ground, because they were done wrong, not Steven Anderson. But then you saying the wrong thing, and people are gonna, turn it around.
Oh, Miss Amont disappeared. Where'd she go?
Oh,
And stay out. I'm glad you said that, 'cause I can't even see the.
where did she go?
Oh,
She's gone now.
Miss Outcast. Dan
Hmm?
said he would like to do that show where he talks to you guys about what happened.
This is going to be my song for the day.
What
Then
what happened?
Oh,
When? What?
what happened between you guys? He wanted me to make sure I found the video for him. I'll get the clips he wants from.
Wait. We're talking about Dan?
Yeah, but remember he wanted to do a show where he takes on you guys.
Yeah, kinda. He said that many times.
He said he would still like to do it. And yeah, it was crazy. What do you think of that?
Well, it's Dan, so I'm not really
scared,
surprised. No, not scared
surprised too.
either. Not surprised, not scared. Uh, not much of
I think
anything. I'm quite,
tainted love. Dun, dun.
yeah, I,
Tainted love.
but also not so much love when it comes to Dan. I'm quite tired of his shenanigans,
Hey, Richard.
if you will.
Right.
Mannequins.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, we get
he's
that.
looking for drama. Uh, I get if someone wants to like feel they need to defend themselves if people are talking behind their back or if people are spreading lies about them. Uh, but Dan constantly puts himself
Cat, I'm gonna
in
beat
the
you up.
SHIT.
Sit.
Yes. SATHIY
We ain't putting up with that sit anymore.
O-Ä-Ö. Oh, can you say that? Can you say O-Ä-Ö?
Ooh ah ah. Ooh ah ah.
Nej.
Ooh ee ooh ooh ah. Ting tang. Walla walla bing bang. Ooh
Ö.
ee ooh ooh ah.
I
Okay,
want to hear an
we're on tainted
American
love right
say
now.
O-Ä-Ö. She.
Dun,
Ah, the
dun,
Moorish doctrine. That was funny.
dun, dun.
Shenanana.
Shenanigans.
Dun, 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 dun.
Shenanigans.
Shenanana.
You don't ever want to show your shenanigans on stage.
No. Regardless of who you are,
Yeah.
don't do it. Oh well, not really, but at least not on Gangster
Excuse
Ghost
me.
show, and maybe not on YouTube. But there is a special site for that, I think,
Yeah, it's
or
called
a couple, or like,
OnlyFans. I heard somebody told me about something called OnlyFans once.
oh yeah, someone told you about it. Yeah, yeah. You
That's
don't have an
it's where all
account
the
there or
presidents hang
anything.
out.
Yeah, that's not where you get your income or anything.
I will
I'm
never be
messing with
caught.
you. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We forgive you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, now would you like to see a debate between Stephen versus Father Charles?
Uh, would that really be a debate? And would it be fair? I mean, it's kind of like, I
The
don't
debate
know,
you're having right now
taking
with
Hulk
yourself,
Hogan and put him in the ring with uh someone who's crippled and
unarmed.
unarmed. Yeah.
So what you're saying
Take
is the
Hulk
debate you're
Hogan with
having
a
about this
bazooka.
this debate you're having in your head right now about debating it is the best debate you're going to get, even if you debated the debater,
Uh,
and that's not debatable.
that is true. That is actually very, very true.
Oh,
I
Oh,
actually have several debates going on in my head
yeah.
constantly.
Uh,
They are not
with,
very
and that's
interesting.
just yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's just myself and
Do I want peanut
me.
butter? Do I want jelly? Oh, well, the debate is the struggle is real.
Oh, it's slightly more
Pray that way.
serious
Oh,
than that,
That
but it's
the song
also
stuck in
that.
my head. Ah,
Oh,
tainted love.
oh, Miss Outcast.
mhm.
It was going to be over uh, about Orthodox and Catholics.
Okay, so would Stephen then argue for Catholicism?
He would be against that. I mean, he wanted to debate against Orthodox and Catholics. And,
Oh, but okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that would be a. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
yeah. Where they're he said something like them bringing paganism into Christianity.
Well, what constitutes paganism?
I don't know. Oh, Brian Dinginger said that the pagans been trying to get rid of God, and now their evolution they have is pagan philosophy and stuff.
Oh, so he's kind of in between delusional and stupid.
Well, there
Okay.
are pagans that believe in deities, though.
Yeah.
They
Yes,
are a
exactly.
deity list. That's
You
what I
you
don't get.
you can't really be pagan without believing in deities. That's the issue.
Yeah.
So,
Not that all pagans
or
believe in a
de
deity,
I
but there are
I
some,
mean,
like even Mother Earth. A lot of them are like you get into the rich, or not even the witchcraft, the good light, bad light,
exactly.
and basically, naturalism. Basically, Mother Earth is their god or their higher power.
Yeah, and I mean, so paganism is such a wide,
Right.
um, what's the word? It's a wide word.
It's
Let's just,
wide.
it's wide.
Because Stevie said so. It has to be true. No, it's a diverse word. Is what if that's what you're trying to
Yes,
say. Yeah.
yes, uh,
It's there's more than just one meaning to it or an
exactly. It has a,
application to it.
yes, exactly.
But does
Uh,
Stephen know that the pagans also use forks and plates and knives? And is he going to stop using forks and plates and knives
no, but
as he's driving his Saturn vehicle, which is pagan?
that's that's impossible, you see, because uh, paganism comes from a Latin word meaning kind of being civilized. And we all know that uncivilized people don't use plates, or maybe
Maybe Christians
not.
aren't don't have they don't know how to use those things. Oh wait, I was looking
That's true.
for oh why how did a pagan love song pop up? I clicked the wrong thing.
Do you think?
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, I see how. Okay, pagan meaning. I'm just trying to see how they
Pa-
define paganism.
paganism just means anything that isn't Judaism or Christianity.
Right. And that's what I said, pagan,
Yeah.
especially in historical context, a person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main or recognized religions, which would be, Islam, Catholicism, let's even say it, Christianity, because we can't have the two together.
No.
oh, uh,
Especially
No. And
holding
so
or
so what?
constituting religious beliefs other than, it's the same thing. It's the adjective part. All right.
Yeah. So what you were
Neo pagan.
hinting at, or pointing to about like oh, what's the word, like animism. Animism is where you uh s- deify nature, basically, or spiritualize nature. uh
Oh,
oh,
a holy forest.
yeah, kinda.
what about
Well, and
art?
just really quick, you're being called out, gangster. Speedy said he wants to debate gangster about whataboutism.
What about whataboutism?
Boom. Mic drop. It's over with, Speedy. He just schooled you.
What if they debate about you?
No, it's you, Gangster and Speedy, that are debating. Now you are the one that's what if they. So now we're gonna have to say, what about Gangster
Oh
at the top of
no.
the list? And I played my old stuff. It went something like this: cruising down the street in my 6'4", and I'll probably stop there because some of the words ain't that great.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
less than poor.
Are
Do I
less
have it right?
than gangsteristic.
Oh,
Oh, he conceded. You won. Speedy said, "Okay, he won."
I,
Gangster is now 1,000 wins and 0 defeats,
oh,
Yes.
and one tie because it was Mark Stoney and he cried because he didn't want to lose. So he said, "Okay, little buddy, or
oh,
little guy, the little guy." He says, little guy, we'll make it a tie." And Mark was so happy. That's
oh,
why Mark can never leave because he's like a puppy. He found a home.
oh.
Gangster showed him love and compassion
Oh, that's so sweet.
based on whataboutism.
That's such a sweet story.
That is. I'm going to print that. They're going to
Yeah.
say that's another Stephen. Oh, that's a pagan story.
Well, I need to tell you something. Last night was adorable. They had Proverb Teens last night.
Oh, was it the first?
A second one. That's the first one when they had that Kobe kid on there. I think they were talking about not believing in evolution. Like try to talk them out of believing in evolution. I think.
Ugh.
That's the
It's his
second.
first debate. You're still learning. When you get older, you'll get better at it, Speedy. Better hurry up, though, bud.
Second one was tonight. And the
Speedy,
last.
you sound like Tim, or was that what you're meaning by that? Give me 2 years and I'll be back. Or like Christian and me in our discussion about translation. So far, the date's been set for April of 2027. So I better start studying really quick.
Oh
Only
yeah,
2.5 years to study.
yeah. They had a show last night. Proverb Teens was so adorable. Had that
Hmm.
17-year-old girl and Jonathan. He's 15. He's adorable buddies. They talked about peer pressure and stuff. Do you have that problem, angry teddy bear? That your parents try to put
Peer
pressure on?
pressure.
Yeah,
Yep. Try to get you to do stuff you don't want to do
yeah.
or you
I,
And then,
shouldn't do.
and
I
then they
find
won't.
bananas are much worse when it comes to pressure.
Oh no.
It depends whose hand the banana is in.
Exactly.
It's all about content.
Oh.
And we know
Well,
this is that God, made the banana just for man because it fits in her hand, in her mouth, and a few other places,
Oh.
probably.
you're gonna lure me into saying something really dirty. I'm gonna stop.
I know that's why I had to stop. It's like, oh, and if I get wound up and you get wound up, poor gangster, I'll be blushing.
Yes.
Oh, look at Speedy is in classes with Tim now. 2 years and I'll debate ya.
Oh. Uh,
Chuck, you're bad. You're not a very nice Jesuit priest.
That is true. He's a very bad Jesuit priest.
He's
He's not a
bitter.
hard priest.
You'd almost think of like somebody was going around saying stuff about his religion or something, and willing to debate him, but just needs some time to study up on things like everything. So 2.5 years isn't bad. Doesn't the Bible say something about patience, or is that just a virtue somewhere else? I can't remember.
Well, patience is a virtue. So it's a virtue somewhere.
I just don't want to wait for it though.
Who wants to? I
Chuck.
mean,
Chuck is learning tolerance as a Jesuit priest. Deviant, enter my dimension. We got Chuck all hornified now. Yeah, Chuck went outside to get the paper. The wind had a little blowing going on, and now he's worked up. Great. No blue pill needed. Just God's creation of wind. Exactly, Father Charles. Up in Chuck's. Oh, that's funny.
uh,
We should stop making fun of Charles. He is a holy man, and so are his socks.
why?
His socks are got. He's a poor Jesuit priest. They only get one pair of Jesuit socks a year, and he's got to make them last. And it's been about 9 months, and they got holes in them.
But he's
Oh,
not the Jesuit.
He is. Oh, you missed that debate too, didn't you? I won that
Yeah.
debate.
oh,
Okay.
Yeah, poor Chuck. He's in class with Tim now too. He said he'd never debate me again.
oh. But what would you do if you met Tim?
What about Tim? Sorry, I was
Oh,
laughing.
I, I haven't seen Tim lately. Where he been?
Oh, I seen him yesterday for a second. I thought somewhere. I can't remember where. I wasn't on much yesterday. Was that today? Yesterday, the day before. Whatever's been.
Oh. Well, what would you do if you fall in another dimension where you're the king of France?
Oh, that's gonna be sad because I don't wear pants.
Oh.
The King of France has no pants. He wears shorts, and now Christian he gets deports. No,
Oh.
deports from France because he doesn't like it. Something I don't know. A bad one. I'm very poor, deviant. Please help if you can. See, that proves he's a Jesuit priest. They're all poor. They have to be. It's one of the
I'm
virtues that they give up for their priesthood.
I'm very sorry, Chuck.
At
I
least
would
buy him a
give
pair of
you
socks.
green
Help the boy
gold
out.
if I could, but I'm trying to keep my socks on.
Oh.
And
You
without
always have
holes.
to you always have to be careful with sayings. I've uh, thought about that many times because some sayings are one thing in Swedish and they mean something very different in English.
You
That's funny how
serious?
language works like that, don't you think?
It is. It is. It's almost like if different words have different meanings.
Yeah. Thou without holes in their socks, let them cast out the first thimbles for Chuck.
But
Oh.
a thimble is something you have on your finger when you sew.
So then he can fix his
So,
socks. See, that's where I was
y-
getting to. The next one,
but
we're gonna have him
you
throw
reap,
out thread and needles so he can
but you
actually.
reap what you sow
Oh.
Yeah, but that means he'll get more holes.
in one.
Or unless he gets really mad, he grabs the the sock with both hands and reaps it. Now it's two socks. You have.
Uh. eh, Uh. Uh. What were you? What were you doing for Halloween?
Probably chasing kids and getting their candy bags.
Oh. You
Oh,
serious?
don't do that.
No, no. I live out in the middle of in the country. We don't get trick or treaters out here except people like family every so often.
Oh.
But yeah, people aren't going to walk like a quarter mile in between houses just to get a little candy. They go to town. Boom, 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 boom. It's like a process.
You serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Uh.
Yeah.
Oh. What would you
Yeah.
do if you saw a monster?
I see them all the time when I get on YouTube and people are streaming.
Oh.
It's like, oh, look at there's Maud. She's a monster.
I mostly see them when I look in the mirror.
Oh, that's where I see demons, according to Maud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she says, I don't know what the directions are in your house, but if you go in your bathroom and you face your sink and you look up or whatever she said, you'll see demons.
Oh.
It's like, okay.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to pray to my Lord and Savior tonight to get rid of the demons.
Oh.
I'm gonna exercise myself.
Oh.
We never have trick or treating. Yeah, we don't. We lived. Well, actually, even the first house when my mom and dad bought their first house. Once we moved back to Indiana, it was in the middle of a town, and I hated it because I wasn't much into trick or treating. I was more into the prankstering and the throwing of eggs and TPing and the good stuff of Halloween, the wholesome stuff. And all these
Oh,
little
are
kids
you
come over at our
sure?
house for candy. I want that candy. Get away from my candy.
You're such a nice guy.
I am.
Very giving.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. You ever fold toilet paper?
Fold it.
Fold. I might throw toilet paper.
Yeah, that's what TPing is. Toilet papering, like trees and cars, and actually got Vaseline for the door handles. There's like when I mean, I'm sure that's it's the same with everybody. If you've been in the same neighborhood for years, you know where the grumpy people are and who had the good candy, and so every year you get always grease and toilet paper and egg the same houses and cars. And I'm not talking really, really bad. Just heck, I was a kid. It's hard to get toilet paper out of the house without your mom wanting to kill you for it.
Oh.
That stuff ain't cheap.
You know, in Detroit, they had saying before Halloween they call it Devil's Night.
Yeah, that's 364 days until Halloween gets here, and then it's a normal day for people in Detroit.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, Chuck needs a new pair of socks, or two or three.
Chuck, what did you do to your socks?
I just
It
think he's trying to get attention.
sucks.
Oh.
My big toe's sticking out. I need a new pair. Can you get me one? While you're at it, can you buy me a new pair of Jordans? Oh yeah, I need a new robe. So can you get me a Jesuit priest robe too? Oh yeah, and I broke my bead belt that goes around the robe. Can you get one of those too?
Oh, what would you
Oh,
do if Stephen told you the gospel?
well, I can tell Stephen the gospel. I don't need help with that. I'm an atheist. That doesn't mean that I've never read the Bible.
Oh.
1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. Life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ is the good news.
Oh. What if
Paraphrased. Help me, help me, help me, please. My time travel device is stuck in my sock hole. Can you help me, deviant?
wow.
Tainted love.
What would you do if you saw Peter Tucker and his two girlfriends?
I don't care about his girlfriends. I just want to see the bird, the infamous bird,
Wow.
the little parakeet.
Is that true? You have 5 girlfriends?
Don't know, don't care. That's none of my business. They could be all boys that I
What
wouldn't
would you do?
care.
You have 100.
Or mix them up. I don't care, but that's his life.
What if you had 100 girlfriends?
I would say either he's really rich or was rich at one time and now broke because he paid for all these girls, or they felt sorry for him because he's old and feeble. So they had to help him carry his
Oh,
groceries. Or it's the
oh,
nurse that
that's
hands out
awesome.
meds that he thinks is his girlfriend because he's hallucinating.
Oh.
There's all kinds of scenarios I can come up with. I'm a pretty creative little guy when it comes to those things. I'm all out of
Wow.
socks.
What if?
No feet to get warm by. Oh, I'm getting hoarse.
Oh. Well, what would you
It
do
socks.
if?
I see the play on word deviant.
Uh,
Damn it, my life socks. That's cute. I like it.
oh.
It's funny.
Oh, that's even funnier. I'll be
Serious?
appearing at your home at the current time. You didn't tell me you moved yet, have you?
No. I moved to another dimension.
Miss,
Yeah. And it's unlisted,
what
Chuck.
if in
Sorry.
that?
Oh, sorry, gangster. Go ahead.
That's all right. What if you fall into another dimension? You and Chuck are married. Not Chuck. You and Sylph Kittle are married. And your son is Aiden. And
So her life only
uh,
halfway sucks. Mr. Kettle makes it good. Aiden drags it down. Wow. Well, what did Deviant ever do to you, gangster? Really? Just let us know.
oh,
Why do you hate her such?
oh, oh. But and you guys are the king and queen of Egypt.
Well, that makes it a little bit better. So this way they can bury him where Tutankhamun was buried. They'll never find him. Oh, look at it. The child princess.
Who? Wait, the child princess?
That's
Are you
Aiden.
talking about Aiden being
Aiden
a
is a
princess?
princess. He's always wanted to be one, so I said he can be one. Aiden's a little princess, short and stout. Just don't tell
Uh,
Maud. She thought she was the princess around here, but
But it's actually Aiden. I
right.
didn't
and
know.
Compromise. Got to compromise at times.
and Azo is your
Oh,
father.
wow. You really got the short end of this. You got a kid that sucked, a father that sucked, and Mr.
Yeah,
Kettle and your king and queen. Wow.
that
And
is
see,
really
that would
the
make
best and worst
right.
of all worlds.
So see, then Aiden, with you being king and queen, will be a princess like he's always wanted. Oh, that's so sweet,
Oh,
Chuck. What do you want? Socks, we know.
But I already have a dad that sucks.
oh. But uh, Angry Tabber, he'd be a good
Yeah.
dad. He would take care of you.
Yeah, but the
You
thing about it
guys
is, if I was really her
go.
dad, she would have never met Mr. Kettle because I wouldn't let her date
Exactly.
until she was 30 or 40 years old. And that's a maybe. It's a good thing I didn't have a
That's
daughter for
20
real.
years.
I'm just, oh, that drives me nuts.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, but that's 20 years from now. She's only 21.
Wow. That is
That's
such an
true.
insult. She's 18
Oh,
and she don't look a day over 16.
eight.
Oh goodness. If
But she's got new
only.
socks with no holes in it and she's a queen. So don't piss her off.
That
Off with our
that
heads.
is true. That is true. I
You know
have
the
new
whole
socks, but they're
saying
not
that
mine.
mama's not happy, no one's happy. If Deviant ain't happy, she
No
sure in
one's
hell ain't gonna let
happy.
anybody else be happy.
This is this is the I'm a Jesuit priest now.
She'll be a Jesuit priestess that meows.
And look,
Look,
I'm
look at
Burger
look at cute
Pie.
little brother Pie. He needs a haircut, but
Brother Pie.
This is
he's a
what I
fine
really
young
look
lad.
like. I look like Justin
Oh, look
Bieber.
at it's Gangster Bieber.
Oh, uh, but what do you do? You find out that you're related to Stephen Bowling.
Oh,
Every
that
family
would
has
be a
to have a.
postnatal abortion
Oh,
instantly.
wow. She just legalized abortion until 50 years old. So let's hope she doesn't push it to 61. Or I'm a goner. Sorry, Queen of
Wow.
Darkness. I did not mean to offend you. Please forgive me before
Oh, he
you
was.
cast me into the pit of cats.
I will not.
Oh,
You
Stephen was
deserve
here
cats.
the other day.
That's a compliment.
Oh,
Oh,
What did you say,
uh,
Gangster Ghost?
you know, Stephen was in the comments the other day.
Oh, was he? What
Yeah,
day was I on
I
then?
forgot what
No.
he said. I don't remember. Were you here too, Asel?
when Steven came in,
He
yeah,
was in the
today.
comments. Oh, I mean, and my on my show the other
Oh,
day.
okay,
I think.
because he came in on Mod Show earlier, and then he was in yours the other day. Yeah,
Oh, oh. But have you ever talked to
a
Dan
little bit.
Ozzy?
For some reason, he likes me. And he thinks
Or
I'm
are you
funny.
sick
I
of
don't know
Dan?
how that happened, but I'm not
Of course you're
funny.
funny.
I'm serious.
You're
I'm
always
always the
funny.
serious guy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're a
The
big
big old
old
teddy
teddy
bear who
bear.
never jokes.
Yeah.
Grumpy teddy bear.
Grumpy
Oh,
teddy bear who's full of poopies. Maybe I need a diaper change on aisle 7.
Why in aisle 7?
That's where the diapers are and the wipes.
Oh.
See, at least when I poop my pants, I do it in a convenient spot. It'd be really
oh,
bad
that's
if I'd
good.
have done it in the cat area because I'd have kitty litter everywhere, just sitting there squatting and do my business, and no wipies. Cats don't use wipies,
They don't.
and neither do dogs. Those untrained, uncivilized creatures.
And dogs are worse than
Oh no.
cats.
Well, anything long haired is worse than the short haired
No.
ones.
No, long hair is the best.
Yeah, but that's when you get like dingleberries and they can poop in their.
Yes.
That's I don't like. We used to have several long haired ones, but especially one, and she's the cutest little thing. a black poodle, and she was obviously long haired. We shaved her, but she'd get to that point just before she'd go in for a shave, and every time she'd have poop on her back end. It's like,
Ugh.
oh, Tootsie, come on. So I say, Mom. And she do it. And before I ever get it out, she know it. Go, you take her outside and clean her up. So then I started not catching her poop on her butt because I didn't want to clean it up anymore. If you don't see it, you don't do it. Yes, I was a lying little kid. So Ray Comfort. Yes, I'm a liar, Ray Comfort.
Oh
And I
no,
didn't
he's
honor
going
my
to throw
mom. I
bananas at
lied
you.
to her. Yeah, I throw bananas at me. Banana boy. He's Chiquita Banana Boy.
That's where he gets his powers. What do you think of Kirk Cameron?
He's about as good as an apologist as he was an actor. Not very good. I visit. Oh, that's a 25. Oh, don't you remember when I visited you in the past and told you I'm your daddy? Uh, now I'm
I'm your
scared.
dad.
Now I'm scared because I'm wondering how many times I was drunk and he come to visit me. I don't remember.
You don't want to know that.
No, I don't, because that's probably where we
Remember
got
the
to. I'm your
story of
daddy,
Joe.
asshole. I'm your daddy. Now sober up.
Uh, everybody, I end up have to shut the show though. But can I talk to you guys after the
Yeah.
show? I need to ask you
Absolutely.
something.
Yuppers.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.